What's up, everybody? Pen here, and in this video, this is going to be a side-by-side commentary on the left. It is Infuse Pro for the Apple TV 4K, and on the right, it is showcasing iTunes Movies. Now, both of these applications on the Apple TV 4K have different use cases and purposes, but it all comes down to personal preference. At the end of the day, you may want to consider combining these two applications just so it can fit within your workflow. iTunes will be good for checking out things legally, more quicker, on a different cloud server. And it's good because all you have to do is just purchase the content and you're pretty much good to go. It's a digital storefront, essentially, where when it comes to viewing your movies, maybe you recently added some additional gear into your home theater, such as a soundbar, subwoofer, a wireless surround sound setup, or even a dedicated separate system with AVR. I'm just showcasing two options when it comes to this device. Now, with Infuse works both local and cloud, meaning that it is good for your RIP content that you have available on your local network. That can be through your router. It can be done through a device that has the ability to share a library or share a folder or a drive that you have in mind, and you're able to access it on different devices. And one of those examples will be Infuse. If you have like a network attached storage, that could work as well. It just comes down to the individual and what is your personal preference. Infuse also gives you the ability to connect a Plex server, MB, and there is options for Jellyfin as well. So it's not just about local content, it's about what's on the cloud as well. And Infuse gives you the best of both worlds all in one application. Now, the reason why I'm doing the video specifically on these two applications, because I utilize both of them. I've had the Apple TV for a little while now, and as you guys know, I'm really into AI. I'm into working smarter, not harder. I'm into automation. And one of the things that come up when it comes to specific clientele that's involved in the Apple ecosystem are what are their options when it comes to either building their own media library or when it comes to just jumping into the action and being immersed in a nice looking image and good sound as well. Now, one of the things you're going to notice right off the back when dealing with iTunes, you're going to be dealing with compressed Atmos, Dolby True HD, things of that nature. With Infuse, you are able to get LPCM up to 7.1 channels of lossless audio. That's what it reports on my Nakamichi Dolby Atmos setup, which I did a first impressions of on the channel. Let's go ahead and check that out. And on Infuse Pro, you are going to be getting better audio quality. That's just the facts. That's how it is. That's how the application is set up. With iTunes, when it comes to Apple, they're going to give you good sound, a great sound, depending on the movie and depending on how your setup is. It's just going to be compressed. Now, iTunes movies, they do display Dolby Vision more consistently than the Dolby Vision that's on Infuse Pro. The Dolby Vision that's on iTunes Movies is in Profile 5. That's what you would typically see on other streaming services like Netflix, Hulu, Peacock, things of that nature. It's the streaming version profile of Dolby Vision, and it's the compressed Atmos, but you're still getting a nice presentation. You're still getting consistency, and you are still supporting Apple and the select film production studios that decide to participate when it comes to iTunes movies, things of that nature. Now, of course, I'm not going over the iTunes TV show part in this particular demonstration, only because I think it is lacking in some areas compared to iTunes movies. With Infuse, you can do movies and TV shows, so that is a plus for sure. But there's nothing wrong with using both applications. With Infuse, you're going to have to find out a method in which how do you want to go about getting your content onto the application. And I'm going to be doing a video on that on the channel. I'm going to be putting my own spin on it. And I'm just going to be showcasing the workflow and how it's done both on the cloud method and the local method. Just so you can get an idea of how is everything populating that you see on the home screen on the left, which that is cloud content, things of that nature, where I have a backup to a backup, and it streams beautifully. It streams flawlessly. I have no hiccups. I have my network is set up correctly so that I can do both very easily. Now, on the right where you see iTunes, you get this digital presentation of what Apple's idea of how a 4K dish should look like in a digital format, and they're putting their own spin on it in iTunes. So on the right, you're going to get a more presentable, a more professional, you're going to get a more presentation aspect when it comes to Apple's, movies or iTunes. Now, I think due to my capture card capabilities, some of these menus before you actually start the movie is actually blacked out. Some of them show, some of them don't. I don't know if that was a bug or a glitch in the software. I'm not sure. But normally when I play this, it showcase the preview or the animation before you actually start the movie. And you see a Sonic on the right that actually came up that time. So I don't know, maybe a glitch, but you can be successful with both. Obviously, I have more content on the left versus the right. When it comes to iTunes movies, I only have about 27 purchase titles because I don't need to purchase everything that's on Infuse, because that's what Infuse is for. It gives me the best of both worlds. You're seeing that Infuse gives you the ability to have a multitude of trailers. That is not something that you have on iTunes. You only have what iTunes is going to give you in terms of their preview and their extras. But on Infuse, you have the ability to see multiple trailers. As you can see, I'm highlighting on the left hand side, and I have IMAX on there, 4K HDR. These are all high quality bitrate files that you see on Infuse. It has the ability to output up to 7.1 lossless audio quality. Now, it is LPCM reported. It can be Dolby Atmos depending on what you're playing, what's the profile. Infuse and Apple, they have their own codec solution going on, and it is limited in some aspects, but it doesn't mean that it stops you from enjoying your product and overall your device and your experience. So you can be successful with both. I did a review on this device on my channel as well, so go ahead and check that out. You can search that on the channel, or I may link it in the description. Infuse is where you simply view your own media content, whether it's movies and TV shows or View your cloud. iTunes Movies is where you purchase content in a digital storefront interface, a very clean and presentable interface at that. And you can get in and get out of your content. So you're going to be spending time and money either route you go. The money aspect can be investing in your network so that the Infuse Pro application can perform to the best of its ability. Or it can be the money aspect when it comes to purchasing your own discs and ripping your own disc, spending the time learning how to do that. I'm an all digital guy. Across the board for movies, TV shows, music, and video games. So naturally, I want my stuff to be digital. When it comes to my demos and things like that, those are downloaded to test my system. And then I believe in the power of automation in the cloud when it comes to everything else. And also, it's good to have a backup on the separate drives just in case of a rainy day. On this platform, I just teach elegance, working smarter, not harder, and just having options at the end of the day. It's always good to have options. And whether you go with the left or the right, just know that you're going to be spending more money or you're going to be spending more time. Now, what you find more valuable in your uses, well, that will depend entirely on you. That's why I said it comes down to personal preference. One of the things that I would recommend is just allow yourself to look at what you want, what's your goal, what do you want to accomplish, and go out and purchase some of the equipment. I recommend you always start with your own research, check through Reddit, check of course through YouTube. I have devices on my channel that I recommend that I use in my own setup, things like that. To start off, the Fire Sticks are nice. The Rokus are cool. Nothing wrong with the Android TV OS, dongles or boxes, the Google products. In my home theater setup, I have an Apple TV 4K 3rd gen and a NVIDIA Shield Pro 2019. That's my combo. That's what I'm running. That's how it is. And that's what I'm sticking with for the foreseeable future. So, hope you guys enjoyed this commentary. Let me know what you think of the layout of the video, the presentation of this. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think. I'm going to be bringing some more content to the channel. I'm thinking of some ideas. Got some options for y'all. And until next time, peace out. Thank you for watching. Happy streaming. Peace.